if I got a stuffer.
Hey there, Sonic 413 viewers. Mike and Richie with you.
Hey, cats.
Boy, it's a hot one, huh, Rich?
Whoa.
Got to be about 90 out here today.
Yeah.
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 Hey, tell us, how many airplanes did we bring to the field today?
I counted 18.
18.
Probably a record for us.
That's a big number.
It
Let's
is.
have a quick scan. We'll give the rundown in a moment, but just a quick pan over the crowd here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me get my
I think
shadow out of the
they
way.
probably saw most of them.
Yeah. You may have seen some of these. There's our little dirty birdie with the Norvell 061. And here's a gassy that you have not seen. Richie, your shadow's right on the airplane.
Oh, yeah.
That's better. This is the Little Hot Stuff. Remember that cartoon character, Little Hot Stuff? He had a comic book when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't no real devil. He was too good, kind of at heart. Kind of like the, what was his name? Casper, the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah.
Another non-believable cartoon character. So anyway, this is my own design. It's Richie's airplane. I designed it and I framed it up partially, and I gave it to Rich, and he put the gear in it and covered it and all that. And then I remember about 25 years ago, we sat down and we cut out Monocoat and made those flames.
Yeah.
They held pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got this is the motor. Some of you guys may have seen it. It's a OSLA 15, little two-stroke nitro motor, and that was recently in the Aladdin motor glider, which was the subject of a previous video, and alas, is no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's gone. Gone to model airplane heaven, huh, Rich? This one, however, is just resurrected from the inactive fleet. So Richie took the motor from the crashed Aladdin, put it in here, and this thing hasn't flown probably in 15 years, huh, Rich?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 15 years. It's really lightweight construction. I made all the bulkheads out of laminated balsa wood, so it's balsa ply instead of plywood, instead of birch ply. Full symmetrical airfoil, everything set 000, and a 15 that flies good. Hopefully you get a look at it today. Then there's a fleet of capacitor ships. We'll look at those in a second. Let's go down the front row here. You've seen this one recently. This is Richie's twin micro light electric with the balsa wood structure and tissue covered wing.
Yeah.
Twin 8.5 by 20 millimeter coreless brushed motors, and that's RC. That one there.
Oh, the Clipper Junior.
The Clipper Junior. It's a Comet kit from 1931. This one was built from an original balsa wood kit. The balsa wood parts still have the printed numbers on it. And that was built about 30 years ago as a rubber power plane. Since then it was converted to Cox 020 Pee-wee power with a Ace Pulse Commander rudder only radio. And now it's got a brushless Park 250 outrunner and rudder elevator throttle. So that's pretty cool. You've seen this one in recent videos. That's the Goldberg Electra motor glider, vintage, old-timey thing. And then stepping into the back row, Carnivore, Rich. It's the Carnivore. It's the airplane made out of styrofoam meat trays. Back row, we've got the
Ranger.
The Ranger, yeah. It's about a 2/3 scale model of a Goldberg Ranger. And there's one even smaller. That's like a peanut scale Ranger. Profile BD5 with a pusher prop and a shaft drive. Little coreless 7mm motor on that one. There's my first ever capacitor plane, the twin engine, made from a cannibalized wing from a UMX Radian. And well, I haven't flown it in a long time. It used to average a minute. There's my little foamy Spitfire capacitor plane. Richie's low wing sport job capacitor. There's the two free flight capacitor planes that to go along with the build along video series that we did. And by the way, Richie, I just got a comment on one of the videos the other day. Fella built one of these and lost it on about the 4th or 5th flight.
Oh no.
Yeah, he said it flew beautifully and he's going to build another one. I'll probably get the guy's name wrong because I didn't bring notes, but I think his name is Stu McCabe maybe. Sorry buddy if I got it wrong, but congratulations on building the thing right. I guess it flew a little too good. Yeah, build another one, and what we do is charge it with a voltmeter so you can really top it off to the exact amount you want. Kind of, it's like having a timer. There's our little Dakota, one of the originals. It's a who's the original designer of the Dakota, Rich?
That would be Joe.
Joe Wagner.
Yeah.
Joe Wagner designed the original Dakota.
My old buddy Joe.
Joe. There's Richie's Chicken Hawk.
That's my first one.
Richie's,
Capacitor ever.
yeah, Richie's first capacitor plane ever, and it's still got it.
I swear it flies as good as the rest of them.
It does, yeah.
I got lucky on that one.
And what do you call this one, Rich? That's pretty cool.
That's the Rat.
That's the Rat. And that's pretty cool. Parasol, free flight, and that's the one that's got 2 capacitors in it, right?
Right.
Yeah, so what's it got, a 7mm, or no, 8mm motor,
Right.
and 2 10-farad caps.
Yeah, because one just wasn't enough.
One's not enough sometimes, that's right.
When you get over the 7mm size motors, you need 2.
That's right.
2 capacitors.
Alright, so we're going to hit that bottle of lemonade and come back and fly some of these, okay? Attaboy. Yes.
Okay.
The little twin is going to be the first one to go up today. 18 planes in the lineup, it's hard to decide. But this one is an easy choice, it's a beauty. Plus, at this time of day, as hot as it is, that tissue covering is as tight as a drum. Unlike how it looks right at sundown, huh?
Yeah.
It gets a little saggy at sundown, but right now, man, that looks tight as a drum. So you're bound to pick up an extra half a knot of airspeed just from that. This has got 2 260 milliamp LiPos. It's got a little, what do you call it, 2.4 gig receiver. A very small full range one. 2 small servos. I think the servos are 3.9 grams each. Radio link provided by the E-Flight ARF transmitter. It's a DSMX unit.
I need a visor.
You may need an advisor. Wunderbar, Richie. All right.
I'm ready. Clear the prop.
Clear the prop. Contact. It's so bright out here I cannot see the view screen of this camera. I'm relying on instinct to point it. I hope you guys can see this. Nice airplane, Richie.
Goes right through.
Oh yeah, it turns both ways, doesn't it? Sweet. Majestic is the only word for it, Rich.
Flies like a bomber.
Flies like a bomber? B25. Great shot if I got it. Oh!
Oh,
Well, it's a short walk. Nice flying. Which one's that, Richie?
spacewalker.
Spacewalker. Oh, nice. Nice one. Let's get a look at that little beauty, Rich.
I didn't have any yellow and red magic marker,
No.
which the real spacewalker.
Yeah. Well, this is from the IAF, Imaginary Air Force.
Yeah.
Flew nice, man. Nice circle. What did I see you do there? Bending a little adjustment into it?
Yeah, you notice how tight it was turning?
Yeah.
It gave it just a little opposite deflection there in the
Nice.
rudder.
Should be perfect now.
Yeah.
Boy, the wind is calming down. It's getting real nice.
This one's got a windshield. Usually I don't use windshields, but
Oh, yeah. All the comforts of home.
I thought I'd get fancy with this one.
Yeah, solid fuselage. Solid block of foam, right?
It is, yeah.
And then
yeah.
hogged out where you want the capacitor to go.
Yeah.
And what's that one? Got single 10 farad
Yep.
and a 7mm motor, I bet.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Good eye.
Yeah.
Good eye. You know,
Well, when you've seen as many of them as I have, Rich, you know what? Over there in the pits, there's 18 model airplanes sitting there right now.
oh, yeah. We got to fly some more.
Yeah, we got to fly some more.
Okay. Join us, kids.
You're rolling. Oh yeah, treated to a flyby. Very nice.
Okay.
Nice little short one. Yeah, I can't complain about those because it's nice to get them back. Okay.
Here's 7.
2.7.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need the full charge, Richie. Yeah, we need the full charge. Very nice. Gonna come back here.
Nice. Nice play. Beautiful.
Alright, we'll let that one sit right there. Let's try that red one next.
Now this wing looks wider on this one.
It might be a 1/4 inch wider or something. There was a few little improvements that we made on the second one. That's the one that was built on the build video. That's the actual one. And it's got a couple of improvements from the original, including a higher output motor. This one climbs steeper. This should be a more satisfying flight. If anybody out there built according to the blueprints, this is what you would have ended up with. This is the motor, the capacitor, it's the exact setup that we built to. Now I don't know how she's trimmed out. It's been a long time since we've flown it. What are we up to there, Rich?
7.2.
7.2. Oh, 2.72?
Yeah.
Alright, well we're almost there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here.
4, 5.
That's good. You're there.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
That's better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, I should explain that first little blue one, that was the prototype, and it was actually made with one of those toy store motors. Not very suitable. This one's got some real power and thrust. Glides nice too.
What a good flight.
Look at that, it's going to come right back to us just about.
What a nice flight.
Alright, we'll let that one sit over there and down. Very nice. Let it sit right there, Richie, because look what else we got, man.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but wait, there's much, much more. Order now. We'll give you the profile BD5 and the blue and white Ranger.
Oh, God, yeah.
BD5?
BD.
I don't know if you guys saw the video where we flew this thing one time. It's only been flown a few times. It's a little screwy. You can't play with the thrust angle because it's got a long drive shaft. So you get what you get in terms of the flight pattern.
Okay.
Yeah, from either side, Richie. Just goes in the hole with the handle sticking down.
Oh, down?
Yeah. All my airplanes. Handle sticking down. Yeah, this one, like I say, you can't adjust the thrust angle, so it climbs one way, and then when the torque diminishes, it straightens out, and then it starts gliding the opposite way. So it's kind of hard to predict where it's going to end up. If this one goes to model airplane heaven on a thermal or something, I'd be just as happy to see it go. It's a cool airplane, but I would do it differently if I made another one. And I may indeed make another BD5, but the next one's going to be full 3D fuselage and have a few improvements. And I'm not going to do it with a drive shaft again. Wait till you hear the noise this drive shaft makes, huh, Richie?
Ah.
What a racket, man. What are we at?
Just about there.
That's enough.
Okay.
Keep coming around this way, baby. Yeah, now the thrust runs down. She straightens out. Oh no, she's going left. It's got a mind of its own, Rich. Oh, nice. Saved a little walk. Okay, let that one stay too. And now let's...
Hey, the Ranger.
The Ranger. And Richie, I know you built a balsa wood Ranger.
Oh yeah, Carl Goldberg. The guy who...
The original was called a Ranger 21. They made several of them, but the Ranger 21 was sheet balsa, designed for an 020 or an 010 Cox. And they were quite the little airplane. And I know I've told the story before, but we were flying Richie's Ranger 21, and it flew away. We went off looking for it, and half an hour into the search, we heard a little noise behind us, and there was like 6 or 8 of these big black bulls, and they were pissed at us. We had a little dog with us. We had to climb a tree, and we were up there for about an hour and a half, huh, Rich?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What was that dog's name?
Chipper.
Chipper, yes, I remember Chipper. He was a good boy.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
The bulls didn't like him as much as I like him, though, I'll tell you that. Not that day. All right, now this one is all foam, and it's got the geared 7mm Banggood power setup. Hasn't been flown in several months, but that's exactly what it always does. Very predictable flight pattern.
It flies good too.
That too. Yeah, gonna land right near its friend there.
It'll do that all day.
It'll do that all day, is right. All right, we got some more too. possibly safe. We'll see.
It's gonna be a minute flight.
And down. Woo!
Good flight.
Good one, man. Yeah. Well, guys, the Electra motor glider sure put in a heck of a performance a short time ago. On about a 3-minute motor run, I clocked in over an hour flight on the thermals here. It just didn't want to come down. At the end of that time, I was so sick of flying it, I just did all kinds of maneuvers to get it down. But I didn't get video of that because it was such a speck up there. I could hardly see it with the naked eye. Certainly with the camera, it'd be useless. But sure did put in a nice flight. Alright, gang, Richie's going to fly the little hot stuff.
Try to underline.
Yeah, I'll give you underhand launch. With my right hand. And I'm gonna send you out towards the gate. Out towards the White House.
Woohoo!
Good save, cowboy. Throttle back a tiny bit, yeah. Yeah, relax, get your trim set up. Good save on the launch, dude.
Boy. That was scary.
That was a little scary. You done good. How's she flying for you, Rich?
Not too bad.
Alright, I'm going to save a little bit of video for the landing.